The night was still when I drifted into sleep. I had just finished reading a passage from the book of Revelation, and its words danced through my mind. Little did I know that these words would soon manifest into a dream so vivid, it left me breathless. As I closed my eyes, I felt a strange sense of anticipation, as if something extraordinary was about to happen. The dream began in a place I had never seen before. It was a vast, open field, illuminated by a light not of this world. The air was thick with a sense of holiness, and I felt an overwhelming peace. Suddenly, I was not alone. Figures began to appear, their forms delicate, yet imposing, as if they were part of the very light itself. Their presence filled the space with an awe-inspiring reverence. I felt a connection to these beings as if they were part of a grander design I was meant to understand. My heart raced, not with fear, but with a sense of purpose. I knew this dream was more than a mere figment of my imagination. It was a revelation, a glimpse into something far greater than myself. This was the beginning of a journey, not just through the dream, but into the depths of my soul. As I stood there enveloped in this divine scenery, I knew I was about to witness something monumental. Tap subscribe because it's getting more interesting here. Drop a comment on what you think about this. And don't forget to like, it helps with the video algorithm. In this dream, the scenery shifted, and I found myself in an immense throne room. The walls shimmered with a golden hue, and an unearthly light filled every corner. It was unlike anything I had ever seen. The ceiling stretched infinitely, as if it was a gateway to the heavens above. Each detail was etched into my mind with startling clarity. At the center of the room stood a magnificent throne. Its surface was adorned with jewels that sparkled like stars in the night sky. Around the throne, beings with wings gathered, their presence exuding a majestic holiness. Their wings were vast, each feather intricately detailed, shimmering with an ethereal glow. Their eyes, many and all-seeing, observed everything with divine wisdom. I could hear a chorus of voices, their song resonating through the room. It was a melody of pure worship, each note harmonizing perfectly with the next. The sound was both haunting and beautiful, echoing the praise of the divine. It was as if the entire universe joined in this celestial symphony. In this moment, I felt a deep connection to the divine. The dream was not just a vision, it was an experience that transcended the boundaries of reality. The beings surrounding the throne were unlike any earthly creatures. Their wings spanned wide, casting a gentle, shimmering light throughout the room. Each feather seemed alive, pulsating with an energy that was both calming and powerful. It was as if their wings were instruments of divine grace, capable of carrying them across dimensions. Their eyes, however, were what captivated me the most. They were numerous, each one glistening with a depth of knowledge and understanding. These eyes seemed to see through the very fabric of existence, unveiling truths hidden from the mortal world. It was as if they could see into the past, present, and future, all at once. The light emanating from these beings was blinding yet comforting. It was a light that did not hurt the eyes but rather illuminated the soul. It cast away shadows, leaving no room for doubt or fear. In this light, I felt an overwhelming sense of love and acceptance, as if I was being embraced by the divine itself. The dream was a tapestry of symbols, each one rich with meaning. The wings, the eyes, the light, they were all elements of a higher truth, waiting to be deciphered. This was not a mere dream, it was a message from the heavens, a revelation of divine mysteries. The sound within the dream was a symphony of divine harmony. Each note resonated with a purity that was almost tangible. The voices of the beings sang in unison, their song echoing through the vastness of the throne room. It was a melody that transcended human understanding, a hymn of celestial praise. This sound was not just heard, it was felt deep within my soul. It was as if each note carried a message, a whisper of the divine. The harmony was perfect, each chord blending seamlessly into the next. It was a sound that could only be described as heavenly, a true reflection of the divine order. The symbolism within the dream was profound. The wings represented freedom and transcendence, the ability to rise above earthly concerns. The eyes symbolized wisdom and insight, the capacity to see beyond the surface. The light was a beacon of truth and purity, guiding the soul towards enlightenment. In this dream, every element was a piece of a larger puzzle, a divine revelation waiting to be understood. It was a message from the divine, a call to awaken to the deeper truths of existence. This was more than a dream, It was a spiritual encounter. The dream I experienced had direct connections to the Bible, specifically to the books of Revelation, Ezekiel, and Isaiah. In Revelation chapter 4 verses 6 to 8, it is written, "And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal, and in the midst of the throne, and round about the throne, were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind." These verses echoed through my mind as I contemplated the beings I had seen. Similarly, in Ezekiel chapter 1, the prophet describes a vision of living creatures with wheels full of eyes. This imagery was reflected in my dream, as I witnessed beings whose eyes seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. The all-seeing nature of these eyes was a reminder of God's omniscience, a theme common in biblical visions. Isaiah chapter 6 also came to mind, where the prophet sees seraphim above the throne, each with 6 wings. This imagery was powerful, resonating with what I had seen in my dream. The wings, eyes, and presence of these beings were a testament to their divine nature, a reflection of the holy. These biblical connections were not mere coincidences but rather affirmations of the dream's significance. It was as if the scriptures were coming alive, their truths unfolding before my very eyes. This dream was a divine message rooted in the sacred texts of old. Section 6. Understanding the Divine Messengers. The beings in my dream were more than mere figments, they were divine messengers. Each element of their appearance had a purpose, a symbolic meaning that resonated with the teachings of the Bible. The wings, vast and glorious, symbolized their ability to transcend earthly limitations, to soar to the heights of heaven. The eyes, numerous and all-seeing, were a testament to their wisdom and insight. They represented the ability to perceive the divine plan, to see beyond the veil of the physical world. This omniscience was a reminder of God's all-knowing nature, a theme prevalent in many biblical stories. The light they radiated was a symbol of holiness and truth. It was a reminder of the divine presence that guides and illuminates the path of the faithful. This light dispelled darkness, bringing clarity and understanding to the soul. It was a beacon of hope, a promise of redemption. These messengers were not just symbols, they were manifestations of the divine. Their presence in my dream was a call to awaken, to embrace the truths they represented. It was a reminder that God is ever present, guiding and protecting those who seek His light. Section 7. The Language of Dreams, Then and Now. Throughout history, dreams have been a powerful means of communication between the divine and humanity. In the Bible, dreams were often used to convey God's messages, guiding prophets and leaders on their paths. From Joseph's prophetic dreams to Daniel's visions, dreams have played a pivotal role in shaping biblical narratives. In modern times, dreams continue to be a source of inspiration and insight. They are a window into the subconscious, a means for the soul to communicate its deepest desires and fears. Many people report experiencing dreams that offer guidance, comfort, and clarity in times of uncertainty. The language of dreams is rich with symbolism. Each element, no matter how small, can hold significant meaning. Understanding this language requires an open heart and a willingness to listen to the whispers of the soul. It is a skill that can be cultivated through practice and reflection. God's voice can be heard in the silence of dreams, speaking to those who are willing to listen. It is a reminder that the divine is always near, ready to guide and protect those who seek His wisdom. Section 8. Dream Journaling and Discernment. One of the most effective ways to understand and interpret dreams is through journaling. Keeping a dream journal allows you to capture the details of each dream, preserving its essence for later reflection. Writing down your dreams helps you identify patterns and themes, offering insights into your subconscious mind. Discernment is key when interpreting dreams. Not every dream is a divine message, but many can hold valuable lessons. It is important to approach each dream with an open mind, seeking guidance through prayer and meditation. Ask for the Holy Spirit's wisdom to discern the truth within your dreams. Dreams can be complex, filled with symbols and imagery that may not be immediately clear. Take time to reflect on the emotions and sensations experienced within the dream. Consider how these elements relate to your waking life and spiritual journey. This process can lead to profound insights and personal growth. Remember, dreams are a gift from God, a means for the divine to communicate with the soul. Embrace this gift with gratitude and openness, allowing it to guide you on your spiritual path. Section 9. A Heavenly Call to Action. In the final moments of my dream, as I stood before the throne, I felt a call to action. It was a reminder of the reality of heaven, a place of divine light and love. The dream was a message, urging me to live a life of purpose and faith, guided by the truths revealed to me. Heaven is not just a distant promise, but a reality that can be experienced here and now. By living in accordance with divine principles, we draw closer to the heavenly realm. This dream was a call to awaken, to embrace the divine light and let it shine through every aspect of my life. As I awoke from the dream, I felt a renewed sense of purpose. The experience had opened my eyes to the deeper truths of existence, fueling my desire to live a life of faith and devotion. The dream was a gift, a reminder of the divine presence that surrounds us all. In sharing my experience, I hope to inspire others to listen to the whispers of their own dreams. Embrace the messages within, allowing them to guide you on your journey towards the divine. Heaven is real, and its light is within us all, waiting to be discovered.